Alright, what's up guys? Back here in the garage working on this thing again. So last time I had mentioned that I had I was kind of questioning my oil cooler situation. So at the moment, I've got the oil cooler back off, and basically my thinking is that if I had this oil cooler in front of the intercooler and the radiator, it's just going to superheat the intercooler. I don't think the intercooler is going to do much. It's just going to really be inefficient. So I need to find a new place for the oil cooler. So I've come up with a few ideas. I kind of think I have an idea now. I'm not 100%, but I think I got an idea. So some of the ideas that I have had is, one of them was like mounting it behind the wheel over there, like kind of up in the engine bay, and then creating a scoop for it. I don't really like how it looked there. I thought about mounting it behind the seat and using a NACA duct to run it like out the back, and I think it would work. I do, but it's going to be very complicated and probably unnecessarily complicated. But the idea that I've come up with at this point is this. So this right here, this is the oil cooler that I had in here for the longest time. This is the one that's been in there most recently. It's a Koyo Rad, a 25 row. This one adequately cools, the engine. It does awesome. It stays nice and cool on the track. I can be out there all day, run it, no problem. So this one is the one that I had originally on the car. Well, I should say originally I had none. Then I switched to this, and this did make an improvement, but it wasn't enough. You can see the difference. This one was a 16 row, and this one's a 25. But other than that, they're basically the same length, same dimensions, other than the height and the rows. So my thinking is this. That one, the big 25 row, I can't really fit it where I want to fit it. However, what I think I can do is fit two. So what I'm thinking is if I have mount one sideways right here and mount another one sideways on this side, I think we'll be okay, because then it won't impede the intercooler. It'll be in front of the radiator, which is also going to make the radiator slightly less efficient too. But I don't think there's really any getting around that it's going to reduce efficiency to some point. Like, I have to do something about it. But what my thinking is that since that one's a 25 row, this is a 16, what I'm thinking I might do is just buy another 10 rows, so it'll be a little bit shorter than this one. And that'll solve some problems on this side, because I've got the pipe that I'm going to run over the radiator support, and that'll give me more room there. Also, it won't cover as much up of the radiator. Plus, it'll basically be the equivalent of this one. It'll actually gain a row. So it might, I am a little bit worried, because I'm going to have more oil lines, obviously, and I'm going to have, I'll have one more row, whatever. It might reduce pressure by a PSI 1 or something like that, but I think it's going to work. So we're going to start working on this thing and see what we can figure out. All right, I got this all mounted up. Your boy's getting a lot better at that welding, dude. It's starting to look pretty good. I got both of these on there. I just cut these off and then just re-welded them at a different spot. I think that's gonna work out. Obviously, I still need to buy the other oil cooler, but I think it's gonna work. I'm definitely gonna have to buy some more fittings, some more hose. These ones don't even reach this one. So yeah, more to do for sure. Oh man, guys, I'm freaking getting so much better. Look at that shit. That turned out really nice. I definitely had some huge gaps to fill in too, but I still was able to get it done, and it looks pretty damn good. I'm proud of that shit. Hell yeah. Obviously, I cut the other pipe off there. It had a 2.5 inch inlet, outlet, whatever on there. And so now I got a 2.75, and I lengthened it a little bit so it'll be closer to where it needs to be. Use the plasma cutter to cut it out. Yeah, turned out really good, guys. Hell yeah. All right, so next thing I want to mess with is putting the headlights back on, because obviously before I had them mounted through here. I'm not going to run that anymore, because I want to make it so it's easy to get the bumper on and off, because obviously, yeah, it makes things a lot easier, especially since I'm going to have to pull the bumper to fill the cooling system anytime I do that. So I've got some roll bar clamps, and I went and bought some longer bolts because the ones they sent were not long enough. And I'm going to try to mount them up and see if I can make it look all right. I don't know. We'll see. I might end up switching different headlights. We'll see, but let's at least mount these up. All right. Headlights are back on there. Doesn't look that much different. Obviously, they're a little further back, so it does change the face of it a little bit, but obviously it's got a supercharger up here, so the face is gonna change. But I did go through and I reloomed a couple things. I reloomed this wiring, and I kind of had to chop it down and move it because I had the plug over here originally, but I wanted it to match the other side, so now it's down in there. And I ran a Deutsch connector on this side because this one the connector was janky. The other one I left the same one. The wiring was the same length, but I did do some relooming, so it looks better. All right, so next up, I've got this U-bend that's gonna go over the top of the radiator support, and I got that little elbow off of there, so I need to make an extension because it doesn't quite reach. So I'm gonna weld this dude on there, and then I think I'm gonna end up chopping this somewhere because I'm probably gonna have to rotate this a little bit. I don't know, we'll see. Or maybe I'll just cut it off here, I don't know. We will weld this up, then we'll figure it out. Okay, you can see I got that one all welded up, looking all nice. And then off camera, I cut these pieces of pipe down and I tacked them together. So you can see what I got going on. That's angled towards the supercharger. Obviously I need another piece here. So I need to get another straight piece and then we might just have it. All right, got this all welded up. It all fits. Hell yeah. Now I just gotta figure out where exactly I'm gonna put the blow-off valve. I think I wanna do it somewhere back here, but I kinda need to wait until I figure out my air filter situation. And I'm waiting on a pipe for that, which I've got a pipe that's gonna get me to go this direction, but I'm not really sure where the air filter is gonna go. Somewhere over here, but yeah. I don't know how much room I'm gonna have. I did a little bit of cutting on the bumper, or actually a lot of cutting on the bumper, because yeah, that's a big area I had to cut out. It does clear, it looks really close, but it does clear. I took so much material out of here, I've already got to fill these holes in. I'm almost wondering if I might just create like a power bulge on this thing or something, because that's a lot. I kind of want it to have some structure in it, so I might do that when I get to the fiberglass portion of this, where I'm actually like filling stuff in. I already had to do it to this bumper anyway, because you can see it's like the gel coat is like all cracked. I don't know if it's just from like, you know, I hit a couple cones when I was on doing road course things or what, I don't know, but there's definitely some cracks that needed redone, so it's whatever. But, you know, at least it fits with that pipe now, so that's a plus. I think that's gonna be it on that one. I'm feeling a lot better about that oil cooler situation. It makes a lot more sense now. I think once I get all the parts, it's really gonna come together and I redo those lines and stuff. Intercooler piping, yeah, it's looking good. I'm really happy with the welds, the way they came out and all that stuff. I still obviously need to place the blow-off valve. I've, you know, kind of know where it's gonna be, but I'm still waiting on another pipe, which is supposed to be here next week or something. So then I can kind of run the air intake, because I don't want to weld that on and then have it interfere. So I want to make sure that everything is exactly where I want it to be. I do have a lot more parts that are coming. Most of them actually showed up already, and there's kind of an exciting thing for me that I'm going to reveal on the next video that is pretty cool. And yeah, I'm pretty enthused about it. It's gonna help me out a little bit here. Yeah, but I think that's gonna be it on this one. So stay tuned. There's gonna be more to come. So like, subscribe, do all the things. Peace out.